You wrote a great point here about selfishness, and we're very selfish. But one of the benefits of having kids is it teaches you to not be, because you just can't, right?
Exactly. I think nothing underscores our need for each other more than having children. Even in the ideal situation where there are no extenuating circumstances, no health issues for mother or baby, it is very, very difficult to go through that process, to navigate that season alone. And I think that this issue, Mike, extends beyond the childbearing context. I think that as humans, whether we're biological or adoptive parents or not, we will find ourselves at some point in life charged with the care of another, whether it's an elderly parent, a sibling, someone else in our family, or even just caring for the poor and the marginalized in our society, which we are all called to do. And I think that this disdain for the family, this assault on the nuclear family that we're seeing in society and popular culture has implications that we don't necessarily see, that just go beyond don't have kids because you have better things that you should be doing with your time. What is the logical conclusion of that? I think we need to ask ourselves.
30 more seconds, because I'm so fascinated by this idea of the radically autonomous individual. What's the counter to that? Like if feminists have done a good job building that up, I think we need to do a better job of saying what the truth is. So what's the ideal, if not the autonomous individual?
I think it's the radically interdependent community. I think it's recognizing that we were made to be in community with each other, that everything we do has effects that go far beyond ourselves, and that the sooner we recognize that, I think the better off we'll be as families, as individuals, and as a society.
Hey, Slater Crusaders, we've been told for decades now that the biggest problem in the planet is there's too many people. Well, perhaps the opposite is true. Perhaps there's too few. Perhaps the biggest problem is not population increase, but population collapse. That's what we talk about in our latest special. What does a world look like where countries cease to exist? What's the role of the vaccine in this birth rate drop? And why I believe more people should be having more kids, especially in our very self-centered world. It's available now on the First TV app. Become a supporter. You can download it at thefirsttv.com.